How you doing, guys? It's Mr. President here, and actually this time it's just Mr. President here. Fofo and I decided to switch things up a little bit. As opposed to doing a co-op playthrough of whatever game, we decided to have a individual playthrough to each our own. And so I'm not exactly sure what he decided to play on, but for me, I obviously decided to play Fallout New Vegas. But I'm sure you can find whatever his playthrough is by the time this is uploaded or sometime in the near future. But anyway, so for those of you who have played this game, I have actually never completed the Caesar's Legion playthrough all the way through. And for those of you who have never played this game, well, just sit back and enjoy because this is a really good game. And I'll try to explain a couple of things here and there, but I won't try to spoil anything too bad. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this and let's get started.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. dig. You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Alright, so here we go again. Really excited to start this game up and finish it. So, right now, in this little intro, is basically character customization and setup. And we get to meet the one and only Doc Mitchell. But for right now, these little thingamajiggers, they're the DLC items you get that you normally wouldn't get when you start out. And I do plan to play all the DLC. I haven't played any of them, so hopefully that should be a lot of fun to play too.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Jeez, that's a lot of items. Okay, so now let's just go with Mr. President. That. Okie dokie.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Thanks, Doc. I
I'm
really
Doc
appreciate you dissing on my name.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Hope you didn't fuck up my excellent bone
How'd I
structure. I'm
do?
a good-looking dude. Hey, look at that. You kept it. I kind of look like Eli Manning, actually. Yeah, sure. Randomize. Ugh. Okay. Maybe not randomize. Maybe not randomize. Sure. Now I have a really skinny head. Just click like 8 times. Okay. Jesus Christ. Facial hair. Get a mutton stash. How about that? Ooh, look at that. Chops. Okay. That should be good. I really don't care about anything else. I'm sorry if you really care about character customization, but I really don't.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, the mustache is all that
No
matters.
sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Jeez, Doc, get some moisturizer. Okay, so this little machine right here, it's basically
Looking good so
the
far.
5 perks, or 7, not 5,
Go
7
ahead and
perks
give the
for
vigor
its
tester a try.
special: strength, perception,
You'll
endurance,
learn right
charisma,
quick if you
intelligence,
get back on
agility,
your
and luck.
faculties.
And so I'm gonna try to do something I don't normally do. I normally go, I guess, like a gun, either guns or melee, or I've never really done like a stealth playthrough, but I don't really feel like doing one still. I don't know what I want to do, but I will cut back once I've figured out all this jazz. But for right now, actually, let me explain it really quickly. Strength, basically melee, unarmed, inventory, damage, weapon effectiveness, and the more you have 5 points to allocate right at the start. So if you're going to put 10 in strength, you obviously have no points to put anything else, and you can also take away as many as you can. So it's up to you to allocate the points that you want to make your character. And so perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence. And if you really want to go through these, you can just pause the video, I guess, because it's quite a bit of them. But I will cut back once I have figured out kind of character I will play through. And trust me, everything's subject to change, because I might just change it. So we'll be back shortly. And we're back. Okay, so like I said, I try to do something that I don't normally do. And so usually I max out strength just so I can get more inventory capacity, and so I can, just overall weapon damage. But I figured, not exactly gonna role play like some people do with their character builds, but I might as well just play the role of a newbie little courier who's not very strong at all, and who's a little bit more on the smart side, I guess, for the most part. I'll definitely still obviously use melee weapons, guns, and all that jazz. But right now, I'm just playing the role of a little weakling that managed to survive a bullet to the dome. Pretty lucky dude, right? I've also never actually put any kind of luck into my characters. I always made them 13 pitch black cats, which is pretty funny. I like these little names. But anyway, so yeah, that's the 18411989. That's pretty random, I guess. Let's try it out.
That's some serious atrophy, even for someone who's been in bed a while. It's a wonder you can move at all.
Hey, I'm a lucky guy, Doc.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Sure thing, Doc. So these basically is a couple of questions that he asks you to get a better perspective on your kind of character build more.
I'm gonna
but
say
they don't
dog.
really matter too much. What do you say, dog? Yeah, so kind of depending on what you answer, like for instance, I'm assuming melee would have an effect on kick dog. I like dogs, I don't kick a dog. I'll say newspaper. I don't know what that does.
House.
Target. That sounds like guns, right?
Night.
Shit. Dream.
Bandit.
Stab.
Light.
Flash.
Mother.
Human shield, yeah. Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for.
You were asking, Doc.
But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No, I tend to get into some heavy shit, so strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I don't really know if Legion has any kind of like specific companions, so right now I'll just say no opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
And same thing here, no opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Nah, I'm a pretty smart character, right?
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Right now I did crawl out of a grave, so I agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Looks like angry two-headed ant. This is the only picture that actually has an appropriate response in the selection. Like none of these make sense really, unless somebody else sees it. I always see an ant.
Okay.
This one I see like kind of like
How about this one?
like a pelt of some kind of animal. I see like, you know, like if it was like cut in half, you see like these are the limbs. Maybe this is like the tail split in two. Maybe I don't know. I see a priceless work of art. And two bears high-fiving. Everybody who's ever seen this sees two bears high-fiving wearing some kind of like jumpsuit or something. But that's not an option, so I'll just say mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay, he gave me energy weapons, melee weapons, science, which I really don't agree with for right now. It's good that they gave me these two at 25, and you'll see why. Starting out, at least, because there's a couple of activities you can do with that amount of skill points. Right now, let's go guns. Let's go. Oh, you didn't really give me good melee. I don't know. Lockpick would be nice. Sure, lockpick. And let's see here. I'm having a tough time. How about just explosives? Why not? Let's just do it.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I
Alrighty.
got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical
Okay, these are just the
Just
they're
a
perks
formality.
that always
Ain't like I
they can
expect
give
to
you a
find
big
got
bonus, but they
family
also
history
have
of
like
getting shot in
an
the head.
equal negative effect, as you can see right here. A flamer that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. All weapons have +3 chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. So I don't want that. I don't want mainly any of these. Some of these are new. I haven't seen like this one because of their DLC. No. Thanks. Didn't really add it. What the hell is that? No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young. And nope, not. I do not want to level past 30. Skilled, no. Wild Wasteland. This is always funny. It just kind of changes certain events into something wacky in the Wasteland. So I don't really like any of these, so I'll just pick that one.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Damn, look at those chops. You get a close-up on that? Nice. Look at that. Ugh. Okay. Also, there's a little trick in the beginning. You can, Doc Mitchell's such a nice guy that you can literally rob his house completely for everything he's worth. You just steal everything, and even though it's worth, let's see, like 1 bottle cap, 5 bottle caps maybe, you can just sell it in the local market here for money to start you out. So I'm going to rob the sucker blind, and then I'll return. Okay, we're back, and I totally forgot that because I only have 1 point into strength, I really can't carry much. I'm already over encumbered, especially due to all the DLC little extra items I can get. So I will have to dump a couple of things right after I talk to him right now.
Here, these are yours.
Oh, and he gave me more stuff to carry.
Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style, anyway.
Thanks for catching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out, too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
That is not going to happen. Okay, so hardcore mode. Basically, you have to eat, sleep, drink, regular old things. And I actually will do it. I've never actually completed a playthrough of it, but you bet. So, as you can see, the Pip-Boy, I have an ass ton of stuff I have to get rid of. Okay, I know. I will sort that out later, though. Right now, let's go and meet the Wasteland. And so, basically, this will, as soon as we get outside, it's going to wrap up the episode. But even though not a lot of stuff happened, it's basically just to start out. Next episode probably will be a bit longer. Jesus, right. Okay, DLC. Good? Alright. Yeah, so to wrap up this episode, next episode will be a bit longer. Jesus, okay, DLC. Let's give it a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that'll wrap it up for this episode. And next time we will meet good people at Good Springs. So thanks for watching.